What's up, everybody? It's your boy Orlando, aka King Smitty, and I'm here just to give you an update on my financial journey. I'm here in the stock market. I'm no professional, I'm no financial advisor, anything of the sort. I'm just me showing my loved ones, friends, it is possible for you to make money out here in the stock market. You feel me? So let's look at this so far, year to date, of course. Every year I want to compare myself to the different indexes. So you can see January 3rd, starting off, I was at $2,994.12. That was my all-time high year to date. All-time low year to date is $2,414.34. Right now, I am currently at 2,800 and what's that, $9.25 when the market started today. At the opening bell, shall I say? Compared to the Dow Jones Industrial Average, I'm down maybe 0.3% compared to that. Compared to the S&P 500, I'm up, was that 6%? And I think I'm above the NASDAQ maybe 8% roughly, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I was up maybe like 2% on the S&P 500 and 8% above the NASDAQ. Each major index, as you can see, I probably put it right there, went up roughly around 1.2%. Maybe one was up 1.3%, while my portfolio was up 3.49%. But that still happens when you're with the more riskier plays. You might get hit a little bit harder when it's red, but when it's green, you're going up a lot faster than the normal ones are. And so, although I do give my suggestions and my predictions here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And I also do this on Weya, WEYA. You can find that channel on Roku. I also use this kind of like as a journal in a sense, just so I can mark my progression, see how far I've grown since starting this, see the mistakes I've made. I kind of use this as like a way for accountability in a sense, a way to stay motivated and continue to go. Because when I'm putting this online, now I know people are watching me, so which makes me want to continue to strive on this. You continue and stay consistent on things. That's how things grow and that's how things prosper. I want to be prosperous in this, right? And plus, the Bible says when they do something, to do it in decency and in order. So I'm trying to do this my best. You feel me? My first season for this show or this channel really is me growing my portfolio up to $10,000 from zero. And at one point, my portfolio, of course, was below zero. You can see that on my very first video I posted on my YouTube channel. I'll see if I can link it at the end of the video. And also, it'll be going around on Weya TV as well in that rotation. And to get to $10,000 from where I'm at now, my portfolio will have to grow 345%. And to do that, I would definitely need more days like today. Yes, I know the market's been bad. We had the Ukraine and Russia issue. We're still kind of in COVID a little bit, kind of easing up out of that. We had the Fed rate hikes and stuff, so everything's a lot of negative pressure and a lot of fear in the market. And I believe it was that one investor, the famous one. I just had his name in my head. Let's see if I can look it up. Buy when, well, the quote was, when everybody's fearful, you should be buying, and when everybody's buying, you should be fearful. That's why when it's red days, I like to buy, because those are discounted prices, and when it's green days, I like to sell. So let me see who said that real quick. See if I can look it up. It might have been Warren Buffett. That's what I believe it was, Warren Buffett. I like to read a lot of his stuff, and him and Peter Lynch. But like I said, there was a lot of fear in the market. A lot of people were selling off, going to liquidate their positions here on YouTube and stuff like that. In the midst of all of that, I was buying. I was buying these positions, even though they might be risky. And in the short term, I'd be going even lower. I do feel in the long term, the next 5 years, these stocks will be blowing up. And I'm trying to get to 10,000, honestly, way before 5 years. Way before 5 years. I'm trying to tighten up, put my stop losses on, keep my profits, put those into, like I said, my dividend plays eventually. But my strategy kind of changed a little bit, just a little bit. Once Google and Amazon both announced like a 20-for-1 stock split, I was like, I kind of like went from averaging down every paycheck to averaging down a little bit and then saving a lot for Amazon and Google. Just for when that splits, I could be having a lot of shares and ride that up for the next 5 to 10, maybe even 20 years, depending on how everything's going. But I want to talk about the three biggest stocks in my main portfolio and one on my backup portfolio that really paved the way for my 3.49% growth in the market today. Right? So the first one I want to talk about is ticker symbol SPCE. That is Virgin Galactic. And I've talked about this stock before. That is space tourism. And I think, because that stock's been going up ever since last week, I think. Maybe Friday or Thursday last week. If not, I know for a fact all week this week, even on Monday when the market was kind of red a little bit, this stock has been running because in my ideology, my thought process is because maybe it's a sympathy play. I do believe Blue Orbit is having a launch on my birthday, March 23rd. I do believe that's when they're supposed to be sending like Pete Davidson out of space. And I noticed Blue Orbit is they're doing a lot of celebrities. At first they did William Shatner, and now they're doing Pete Davidson. So they kind of make it more appealing to the public. So in the long run, I know right now Virgin Galactic, a sister company in that space, not towards each other, but in that same space with each other, their tickets are like 500,000 right now. So they're trying to get, I believe Blue Orbit trying to get celebrities to show, hey, it's fun, it's not that bad. So once they start lowering their prices in the future, like, oh, well, this person did it. It seemed fun when they did it. You feel me? It's like a piggyback thing, like a advertising thing in the future, in a sense. Do I see myself doing it? Maybe. But if you could see yourself traveling in space, if it was affordable to you, would you do it? If so, let me know in the comments, yes or no, if you would do it or not. If you're on Weird TV, give me a thumbs up if you would, thumbs down if you didn't. Or just go to YouTube, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, right? But that stock went up 10.39% today. It's been, like I said, it's been flying. I don't know if that's because it's a sympathy play compared to Blue Orbit's upcoming flight, or is everybody getting ready before the next test flights for the other rockets that Virgin Galactic has that they're trying to get up and running next year. Plus, they have another flight going up, commercial flight for their first ship starting in Q4. So all this, could this be the start for they run up then? When those flights come, it runs. Could it start early, or is this a sympathy play? I don't know, but I'm enjoying that 10%. Next one, ChargePoint, ticker symbol CHPT, was up 5.29%. And that is the electric vehicle marketing. And let me see if I can find a little bit, because electric vehicles is huge. I know we've all been hit with these gas prices as of recently due to this Ukraine-Russia issue. The barrels went up to like almost 130 a barrel, and gas prices went to almost $5 here in Jacksonville, in Florida. You feel me? But gas prices been going up. I mean, yes, they are starting to turn around now. Thank you, Lord, but it's becoming an issue. $20 wasn't gas no more. You feel me? That wasn't doing too much. And look at this on this article right here. It says gasoline sellers could struggle as California electric vehicle sales hit a tipping point. Right? And it says new car sales data shows that 12.4% of vehicle sales in the state, California, were last year were electric. Now let's pause that article for a second. California, I believe, has the fourth biggest economy in the world. I believe it's the fourth biggest economy, and that's comparing it to like countries, right? So that's how big the California market is. I didn't say it has the most people. It's just the economy is one of the biggest ones in the world. Californians buy about 2 million vehicles a year. That's, and look right here, it says more than what people in France, the UK, and Canada they bought in 2021. The state registered about 250,000 electric vehicles. Portillo projects that the rate will climb even more, with 15% of the vehicles sold this year expected to be electric. This could easily reach close to 30. I think I added easily myself, but I do think it could easily reach up to 30%, which would roughly be about what, almost 350,000, 400,000. Just math off the top of my head in a sense. And that's just one state. And who's the biggest electric vehicle maker in the game right now? Tesla, which also did a great day today as well, but it wasn't one of my three biggest winners in my portfolio. Up 3%, I believe, but still wasn't the biggest race. I'm not talking about that one. But the reason I brought up this article, because yes, it does show good things about Tesla, but it's just saying that more people, especially after this crisis right here, are going to start moving towards electric vehicles. Mark my words. First, it's the future. It's more efficient. They're getting better batteries, shorter charging time. They're getting shorter charging times and longer riding distances. Right? Say if this happens again, gas goes up. I mean, you didn't hear any Tesla owners complaining about gas prices going up, did you? No. That's what I'm saying. Like, I could definitely see a huge shift now, especially after all of this going towards the EV market. And plus, you got Biden calling for over 500,000 charging stations here in America alone. Other countries are going to need charging stations. ChargePoint, the biggest player in the game. So, that was my stick on that one. Up 4.97%. Digital Turbine, ticker symbol APPS. Up 5.29%. Technology play. They are an end-to-end solution for mobile tech companies to enable advertising and monetization solutions. Their CEO said they've seen an 800% growth in the tap to download. Cause that's what Digital Turbine does. Tap, you might cut on your phone when you first get it and see there's a couple apps already on there. Uber, YouTube. All you gotta do is just click on that little app that's already on there and it'll download it on there for you. That's Digital Turbine. I do believe when you see like that tap to pay stuff as well, that's Digital Turbine. And the thing is they don't use a third party or anything. It's just straight to the device, so everything is just straight through them. And I'm gonna see if we can read what they say. The CEO says when he was asked, "What do you think is the most important part of your business that you think needs to be clarified?" Bill Stone, the CEO, says, "Number one, our software is directly on the device, and once we put our software into the device, whether it's Verizon device or Samsung device or AT&T device or whatever you have, there's no competition. We have a moat around that device." For those who don't know what a moat is, let's see, on the castle times, they have the castle and they have this big old ditch around it full of water with an alligator and a drawbridge. That ditch, that's the moat. So they have a whole moat around your phone because that's them. That's all them. All that downloaded stuff, that's all them. And it says it's just us that then decides what's going on that device. I mean, and so of course we partner with the phone companies to stay consistent with their strategies. But the point being is that we're in control of that, and we have the technology on devices that gives us a unique advantage. Um, and that's really important. When he says second thing is that what makes us really unique is we're independent. In the ad tech land, there's a lot of what we like to refer as fox guarding the hen house. Well, you got providers that may be providing an ad tech solution. For example, there may be a gaming ad tech company that's working with the gaming studio like Zynga and EA. So what they're trying to do is, instead of having like a gaming one and one for certain apps, they want to have just them for all of it. They do all of it in a sense on that phone. So there's a lot of room for growth. People's gonna continue to buy phones. Every day they're buying new phones, and when you do, boop, boop, every day people want to pay just by tapping something on their phone. Oh, pay now, boop. So huge growth in that industry. Um, what else? And those were my three biggest one in my main portfolio, honestly. Um, like I said, I really love the those high growth, high volatile plays. I am gonna be buying, like I said, that Google and that Amazon on the split. I've been saving up, and that's the only reason I haven't been loading the boat even more than what I have been in some of these plays. But in my side portfolio, the one I was telling you all about is Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO. I have a video about that on YouTube as well. So make sure you're subscribed and you watch my video because I'm explaining these plays when they cheap. I mean, when I explained it was $5. We did have this crash or correction, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna call it a depression. I believe it went down a good 20% at one point. So I've been talking about these plays. I still feel strongly convicted in these. For the long run, today it was up 9.79%. This is a healthcare play. Focus on providing optical genome mapping solutions for the genome analysis. And they're working on, providing information so they look at your genome structure and they can see things like irregularities and help spot early on like autistic genes and other mental disorder genes and stuff. And being able to spot these early on, that's the first step into possibly finding a cure for it, or possibly find a new way to maneuver with this. So, or no, not with this, but with those different disorders that they have. So, you can see the diversity I have. I'm not all just in electric vehicle. I'm not all just in consumer goods. No, I have consumer goods. I have space tourism, uh, electric vehicle, and the charging stations. Because all electric vehicles are going to need to be charged, right? So I have a tech company. I have a healthcare company. Um, I have a couple more tech companies. So you want to stay diverse because what happens if EV company just a sector gets slammed, then your whole portfolio slammed. But if you're diversified, then boom, you know, you're not gonna get hit as hard. You're still gonna get hit, of course, but that's all just part of the game. It's gonna be ups, it's gonna be downs. Only thing is when there's those downs, you can't sell out. Sell all your positions because then at that point you locked in all those losses. You locked in all those losses. But if you continue to average your price down, so those prices start going up again, your account starts going up again. So you just gotta be consistent with it. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Make sure I take some profit taking. Like I said, a charge point has been running lately. If I do see, if this is just like a bounce in the market, you know what I'm saying? I would sell charge point. I'm up in charge point. I would sell charge point. This isn't financial advice. I'm saying what I would do with my portfolio. I would sell charge point and then let it drop back down to roughly like $11, and then I'll buy in, and I'll buy in more shares than I have now. With some of that profit I made, I'd use that to buy more shares. So when it comes back up, I got more money. You feel me? But that's just my strategy right now. I'm pushing back on buying those dividend plays. I did tell you all my priority this year was getting dividend plays, especially like Maine. It pays every month. Um, but I might put that on the back burner just a little bit, just to see about this Amazon and Google position, because those are going to be long term holds for me. It really is. So that's what I'm doing. If you've been rocking with me so far, I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. Have you been averaging down in this little depression, correction, crash that we've been having? Or did you just sell and just waited, try to get to the bottom? Because, I mean, there has been a lot of plays that I have been watching. And there's so many I want to jump into. But I'm not trying to make like an ETF and have money all over the place. I want to have like a good 10 to 12 in each portfolio, solid plays that I believe in. So stuff that's on my watch list. I'm not going to go over the technical analysis or anything with them. I'm just going to say them out in no order. Of course, I got Google, Amazon. Boom. I got Maine. Boom. That's a REIT. I have Meta. Because I wanted it. Its price has been dropping. Right? And I believe that metaverse is going to be huge in, what is it, 2022? 2035. Long-term hold. Once everything is kicking and efficient, Meta is going to be where it's at. That's the Internet 3.0. I believe that. Another play I have on my watch list. Because my watch list is pretty thick right now. Add on more to Apple. Want to add on to there. Want to add more on to Disney. I was thinking about Alibaba, because that's like a backup to Amazon, but I'm not really sure about Alibaba. I have been looking at Upstart, CrowdStrike, DraftKings, SoFi. I like those high growth plays, I really do. But maybe looking at some VOO, just to be the base in my portfolio. Maybe get like 3 or 4 shares of those for the moment. So there's going to be slow growers, but the S&P 500 and stuff like that, they're going to go up over time. It's been proven by history. Unless we just have this huge market crash, but then eventually it will go back up. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me so far. That's my little mini watch list. Like I said, no technical analysis on there, no predictions of where those are going. But the ones that grew today in my portfolio that I told you all about, Space, ChargePoint, Digital Turbine, Biogenomics, I can 100% see in the future an article saying on each one of these stocks, how much would $1,000 have gotten you if you invested? How much would $1,000 have gotten you 5 years ago if you'd invested into these companies? The reason I say that is because these companies are gonna blow up. You're gonna look back like, dang, I wish I got Space when it was $7. I wish I got Biogenomics when it was like $2, $1. I wish I would have got Charge when it was like $10. Digital Turbine when it was $30. You feel me? So I'm jumping in. I'm holding for the long run. My cryptocurrencies they're doing what they do. I'm waiting for Shiba Inu to drop just a little bit lower, and then I'll probably load up on there one more time. Really want to get 10 million coins, and I'm holding that until the long run. I'm going to stop messing with that 10 million coins. Maybe stop looking at it. And last thing I'm trying to find out is, for my cryptocurrencies, I'm trying to think if I want to do Crypto.com or Coinbase.com. So last thing, let me know in the comments, which one are y'all on if y'all doing cryptocurrency? Crypto.com or Coinbase? Because I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with. But appreciate y'all from rock with me. Are you trading yet? It's time to get in the game.